Want to master forms in SwiftUI with real-time data observation and seamless validation? In this complete tutorial, I'll show you how to create a professional dynamic form that responds to user inputs. Let's get started and take your iOS apps to the next level. So this is the app we will create. It enables the user to enter their username. And as I enter my username, you can see the progression within this bar. Enter my email address. Password. Gender. Hobbies. And also we can select a photo, but that's optional. And then we can submit the form. Xcode is a little bit slow again. So this is the application feature that we will create. In this tutorial, we will add our form to the content view. The first thing we need to do is to add the following @state variables. So we create a new instance of our form model. @state private bar navigate to detail equals false. The purpose of that variable is to allow the form to navigate to the details view. The details view includes the information that the user has submitted on the form. @state private var selected item photo picker item equals nil. So the purpose of that variable is to detect if an image has been selected from the photo UI. We also need to import Photos UI. The next variable we need to create is @state private var selected image data, which is a data type, which is optional also. So the selected image data will contain the photo image that the user has selected, but it will be stored in data type variable. We can delete our text element on line 17. Next thing we need to do is to add a navigation stack. Add a VStack. Within our VStack, we will include our form. Our form will include a section. The section will include a header. And then we'll just add a font type, which is headline. Text field for the username. And we need to use some data binding. Auto capitalization equals none. On line 22, that should be form and not from. Disable autocorrect equals true, as we don't want our word to be corrected. We also need to add a text field to enable the user to enter their email address. $form email. Keyboard type is email address. Auto capitalization is none. Disable auto correction equals true. And then for our secured fields for the password, we will bind the data to form.password. The next thing we need to do is add a section for gender, and then we call our radio button group, which is I think it's the first overload, selected gender, yeah that's right, selected gender, $ form dot selected gender, and then we do the same thing for our hobbies. And then we just rename this to selected hobbies. But for the selected hobbies, we're not using a radio button group or radio button. We're using a multi-select drop down that we created in the previous tutorial. And then instead of having selected gender, that should be selected hobbies. In the next tutorial, we will complete the content view. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.